Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to day 2 of our Big Bend camping trip. So I'm looking a little bit rough. I just rolled out of bed, but I am going to bring y'all along with me for our second day of our camping trip. This morning we're up and at 'em, kind of. I'm still moving a little bit slow, but we're gonna make some coffee, we're gonna make some breakfast, get dressed, and then head out to Big Bend National Park to go and see some really cool things. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me today. Let's get the day started. We've got the most important thing going this morning. We got coffee over here brewing in the percolator. That's going to be much needed because I'm a little bit chilly this morning, so I can't wait for a hot cup of coffee. Time for some much needed coffee this morning. To my coffee, Dad brought along some heavy whipping cream, so I'm going to add a little bit of that. I've got some stevia, going to add that in. Give that a stir, and we're ready to caffeinate this morning because it is desperately needed. Some warm coffee, some caffeine. Cheers. Oh, that's gonna be real hot. I think, oh, I just spilled coffee everywhere. Oh no. Oh no. Look at this giant centipede that is walking through the camp. Look at how many legs he's got. So I am going to get started on breakfast. We are doing some breakfast tacos again. So we brought some eggs. Dad got the expensive Happy eggs. But we are going to crack about 8 of these eggs so me, Cody, and Dad can have some breakfast tacos this morning. Time to give these eggs a nice whisk. We're adding in the sausage to the pan.
It's gonna be a lot of eggs.
I'm gonna let that heat up. Time to add those eggs into the sausage, and we're just gonna scramble them up. Just made our breakfast tacos. We got some sausage, some egg, some cheese, and some Texas hot sauce. Time to dig in for breakfast. Yay! We are loaded up and heading to Big Bend National Park for day 2 of our adventures. We are exploring the west side of the park and visiting, what is the canyon called?
Santa Elena.
We're going to Santa Elena Canyon. Hopefully we're going to stop and do some trails along the way, and it should be a really cool day of checking out the park. Yay! We're heading out on our first walk of the morning. This is the Sam Nail Trail. This is the site of a early Big Bend ranch. It's only about a half of a mile round trip, but we figured we would go check it out. We got all kinds of cactus over here. Pretty neat. This is a pretty neat view of this old ranch site. We're walking down the steps to the site of the old ranch. This right here is a well that was dug many, many years ago. And to this day, it's still pumping water. There's just a little bit of water all through here. There's a ton of bees that are drinking this water, but it's a little bit of an oasis. Everything is green because the water that well pumps out keeps everything nice, bright, and green in here. Our second hike of the morning is this Homer Wilson Ranch Trail. We just happened to see this on the side of the road, and we pulled over to check it out. First off, aren't these views just absolutely unbelievable? But over there, straight ahead, there is some old farmhouse that was built in the 1940s, and it's about a half a mile round trip hike. We're gonna walk down there and go check it out up close. Look at this little lizard I just spotted. Hey dude, you're kind of cool. You doing some push-ups? So we made it down to the Homer Wilson Ranch Farmhouse. This thing, I believe, has been here since the 40s or before. Said they ran thousands of sheep and goat on this property. Take a step inside and check it out. Wow, look at the roofs in here. This thing has been sitting here for nearly 100 years, and look at how beautiful it still looks. The rock floors, the posts, the ceiling. This is where we're starting hike number 3 of the morning. These are all kind of short but sweet little trails. This is Lower Burro Mesa Pour-Off, and it's about a mile round trip into basically like the bottom of this canyon, which should be pretty neat. So let's head on down the trail. I've got to say, this is pretty cool, just pulling off at these different points along the road, seeing what there is to do, and just taking off and going to explore this beautiful state that I call home, which is crazy because this does not seem like we're in Texas anymore. And actually, the Mexico border is right over here, and we're gonna go right up to the Mexico border today. One thing I am so bummed out about, there's actually a port of entry where you can cross the Rio Grande and go get your passport stamped and go to Mexico, but right now, due to COVID, they have it closed. I was really excited about that because you can go across, get your passport stamped, and then ride a donkey into town where they have like 2 different restaurants that you can go eat at, which would have been super duper cool, I've got to say. But we will get really close to Mexico today, which will be pretty cool. That is where our destination is, but we're just seeing all the cool sights along the way. We made it down into the base of this trail, to this huge rock. We made it to the end and we're headed back. We're walking through this dry creek bed. Going back to the car. Ooh, lizard, 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 lizard. Maggie doesn't like lizards. This is our 4th hike of the day. We're hiking the Santa Elena Canyon Trail. This one is 1.6 miles round trip, 80-foot elevation gain. And I think this is pretty much going to take us to Mexico. Just about. We're going to be right on the edge. So that's going to be pretty cool. All right, are y'all ready? All right, let's go. Here we go. Going to see the Mexico border. Hiking up to see these awesome canyons. In the heat of the day. So perfect time for another hike. Oh, look, there's water right there. Oh, and I just fell in a hole. That's the, what is this, the Rio Grande? Yeah. This is the Rio Grande right here. That's the Mexico border right there. Right now, we're working on climbing the trail, going up a lot of switchbacks. I'm out of breath just a little bit, not gonna lie. And right there across the river, you're in Mexico. We still got some hiking to go. Y'all, I do have to say, if you ever get the chance to come and visit Big Bend, come, number 1, when it's a little bit cooler, but number 2, it is just absolutely stunning out here. Super, super pretty. And now, what's really cool is right here on this rock right here, there's some fossilized seashells, because at some point in Earth's history, this was all actually underwater, which is why we can see little fossil seashells right there. Isn't that pretty cool? That's just wild to even wrap your head around. Now, up we go. So this trail that we're walking on, it just is right next to the river. We made it to the end of the trail in this canyon, and if you want, you can take off your shoes and wade up the river, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do that today. It's pretty neat though. We're standing in the middle of the river. Pretty cool. Not really sure if I'm in the US or Mexico right now, to be completely honest. This is pretty neat. A little sketchy crossing the river, but I'm pretty sure that's a fish. Hey, baby Coco. We're driving down the side of the road and there's some moo-moos just hanging out. Hey, moo-moos. How's it going? Hi. Mom. Well, y'all, it is currently 3:57 p.m. and after our 4 hikes this morning, we were a little bit beat, but it was about an hour drive back to the campsite, and we're gonna aim to go to dinner in about an hour and a half at the same place we have eaten dinner at the last 2 nights because it is super nice. There's air conditioning as well as Wi-Fi because we can't get any service on our phone, so that Wi-Fi is very nice to catch up on life. So I think I'm about to head to take a shower at the little shower place we have here at the campsite. I'll show you what it looks like. It's nothing fancy, but it does the trick. And it's so dry here. Hopefully this mop will dry pretty quickly before we go to dinner. So here is a little bathhouse. On this side they have some sinks for washing dishes. On this side they've got 4 showers, and on the other side they've got 2 toilets. So I'm about to head inside, take me a quick shower, clean up for the day. Oh look, there's a little bunny over there. See him over there? Right there. How cute. Let's head on in. Not the most amazing shower facilities, but taking a warm shower while camping, I can't complain too much. I am sure I look like a hot mess right now, but I just finished taking my shower, and I've got to say, rinsing off all of the dust, washing my hair, felt very, very nice. Time to go attempt to brush this mane that is out of control right now. And here in maybe an hour or so, we'll be heading to dinner. But I'm kind of glad I went ahead and got this shower out of the way. My face feels so dry. I got more sun today than I anticipated. Even though I wore a ton of sunscreen, I feel like I got too much sun today. We just made it to where we're eating dinner. We're coming to the Starlight Theater. This is our 3rd night in a row here, and y'all, it is absolutely delicious. So we just finished up eating dinner, and y'all, I was so hungry I forgot to even film my meal. I had a French dip and it was delicious. Between the last 3 days, the 4 of us have eaten like 50% of the menu, and it is delicious. Highly recommend the Starlight Theater if you ever make it to Terlingua, Texas. I think now we're gonna go do a little bit more exploring because we have about 30 minutes until the sun sets. After dinner, we stopped by the Terlingua Cemetery, which is actually a Texas historic cemetery, which is pretty neat. This is the entrance to our campsite where we're staying. We are staying at Rancho Topanga, and it's a cute little campsite here in Terlingua, Texas. And is it not just beautiful driving through this, seeing those mountains in the distance, especially with that beautiful sunset right there? We have been absolutely loving this little campsite. I forgot to film an outro for this video, so this is going to have to do. Check out this beautiful sunrise the final morning before we left town. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video of our trip to Big Bend. What an incredible place, and I highly recommend checking it out if you ever get the chance. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I'll see y'all again real soon.